Okay, so welcome back once again, guys. Now, in this lecture, I'll be talking about a conditional probability. So let me share my screen and let's start talking about the conditional probability. So we talked about a lot of different kind of probability terms. So now let's talk about a conditional probability. Yeah. So conditional probability says that formula wise A of B is equals to P A intersection B, which is a joint probability of A and B, divided by probability of a B. So this is something called as a conditional probability formula. Now, what is the meaning of this one? So meaning of this one is very simple. A probability of event A. Yeah, probability of event A. So you can read out in this way. So probability of a event A occurring given that B has already occurred. So that is called as conditional probability. So we are just trying to give a condition, and based on that condition, so we will try to find out that what is a probability of event A if B has already occurred. Means that is a condition. B is basically a condition. So technically it's called as a conditional probability. So I'll try to give you an example, and with the help of example, I'll try to explain you, or I'll try to give you the calculation by the way, so that you all will be able to understand that how do we calculate this particular things or how we are going to use it. So here in a banking sector, let's suppose we are trying to do a high volume transaction, and with every transaction, so obviously we try to observe the probability, that what is the probability that when transaction has already happened, that is a condition. Yeah. So when transaction has already happened, what is a probability that there will be a fraud? Means A, fraud is equal to A and B is equal to transaction, let's suppose, right? So here, let's suppose someone has given me that probability of fraud based on the previous data. So probability of basically fraud is 0.02. This data is given to me, right? This data is technically given to me. And then a joint probability of basically a fraud and a transaction, high volume transaction. So fraud, I'm writing in this way, and high volume transaction. So joint probability of or intersection of fraud and transaction basically. So transaction has happened and there was a fraud into that one. Yeah. So this joint probability is basically 0.01, which is given to me. And what is the probability of high amount? So high volume transaction is basically 0.05. This is something which is given to me. Now, if someone is asking me, my goal basically, right? If someone is asking me that what is a probability of a fraud, right? What is the probability of fraud given a condition that high volume transaction has already happened? So given a condition that high volume transaction has already happened. So based on this formula, based on this conditional probability, because this problem statement falls under the conditional probability, so I can try to do a math that probability of fraud, joint probability of fraud and a high volume transaction divided by a probability of a condition, or you can say high volume transaction. So I can try to put up all of these values. So like the values that we have over here, and based on that, I can try to do the math. So what is the probability for this one? So probability for this one is 0.01 already given to me. And then what is the probability of high volume transaction? So this is basically 0.05. Yes, 0.05. So it's going to be 0.020. So technically there are 20% chance that if high volume transaction has already happened, yeah, there is a 20% chance that if there, so I have already I mentioned over here the probability of fraud, right? So basically there is a 20% chance based on this entire calculation that if there is a high volume transaction has happened, then there will be a fraud. As simple as that. And this is much higher than the base fraud rate, which I have mentioned. So base fraud rate is what? Base fraud rate is basically 2%. This one is 2%. And someone has given me this base fraud rate. And now with respect to a high volume transaction, with respect to the condition, so I'm able to see that there is a 20% chance, which is way more higher. If you are going to do a comparison between these two, which is way more higher. So obviously my system is supposed to take a action over here, and it should able to observe a high volume transaction regularly, or maybe I have to do something with respect to a high volume transaction, because with respect to high volume transaction, I'm getting more risk, and that risk is way more greater than, or I can say 10 times higher than the normal fraud that I used to observe, which was a 2%. So this is where conditional probability comes into a picture, and based on the given condition, technically a high volume transaction in this example. So we are trying to do the calculation for a probability. With that, thank you so much everyone. Take care and see you again.